The most terrifying stories don't begin with screams. They begin with silence. In January 2013, millions of people went about their daily lives, working, traveling, sleeping, completely unaware that a mystery was unfolding inside a hotel in downtown Los Angeles. A mystery involving a young woman, a hotel with a dark past, and a video that would later disturb the entire internet. This is not folklore. This is not fiction. Every detail in this story is real. And by the end of it, you may realize that some mysteries don't exist because of what we don't know, but because of what we refuse to accept. This is the true story of Elisa Lam. Elisa Lam was born in Vancouver, Canada in 1991. She was an only child, quiet, intelligent, introspective. From a young age, Elisa loved expressing herself through words. She kept journals, she wrote blogs, she documented her thoughts honestly, sometimes painfully honestly. Elisa struggled with depression and later bipolar disorder, but she was not reckless. Her family described her as careful, responsible, self-aware. By her early 20s, Elisa wanted something many young people want: independence. She planned a solo trip across California, not to escape her life, but to experience it. She promised her parents one thing: she would call them every single day. And she did. Until one day, she didn't. On January 26, 2013, Elisa arrived in Los Angeles. She checked in to the Cecil Hotel. At the time, Elisa didn't know the full history of where she was staying. The Cecil Hotel was built in 1924. Over the decades, it became infamous. Inside its walls, suicides occurred repeatedly. Violent crimes were reported. Serial killers once lived there. One of them was Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker. By 2013, the hotel attempted to clean its image by rebranding part of it as a hostel. Cheap, accessible, dangerously overlooked. Elisa was first placed in a shared room, but within days, roommates complained about her behavior. Hotel staff moved her to a private room. This decision would later raise serious questions. On January 31st, Elisa was seen acting normally. She visited a bookstore. She spoke with staff. She appeared calm. That evening, she entered the elevator. What happened next would become one of the most analyzed moments in true crime history. The elevator doors open. Elisa steps inside. She presses several buttons. The doors do not close. She leans forward, peeking out. She steps out, steps back in. She hides in the corner. Her movements are erratic but deliberate. She gestures with her hands, as if communicating with someone unseen. No one else appears. The elevator still doesn't move. Finally, Elisa walks out, calmly. She disappears down the hallway. The elevator doors close. That is the last confirmed image of Elisa Lam alive. Elisa missed her daily call with her parents. They waited, then worried, then panicked. Police were contacted. Searches began immediately. Dogs traced her scent to a window, and then it vanished. The rooftop was searched. Nothing. Elisa Lam had vanished inside a building filled with people. Guests at the hotel began complaining. The water pressure was low. The water was dark. The water tasted strange. A maintenance worker went to the rooftop. There were 4 large water tanks. He climbed one, opened the lid. Inside was Elisa Lam. Her body had been decomposing in the water. The lid was open. The autopsy concluded: cause of death, drowning; manner of death, accidental. No drugs, no alcohol, no signs of assault. Authorities said Elisa had a mental health episode, but many details didn't add up. How did she reach the roof? Why were alarms not triggered? How did she lift the heavy tank lid? Why was the lid open? Why was the elevator footage edited? Why did no one hear screams? Mental health explanation, hotel negligence, foul play, unexplained factors. Each theory explains some things, none explain everything. Elisa Lam didn't plan to disappear. She planned to return home. Her story became a warning about mental health, about negligence, about unanswered truths. Elisa Lam entered a hotel alone. She did not leave alone. Her story remains unfinished, and perhaps it always will be. What do you believe happened to Elisa Lam?